Holy shit! I just got blocked by
Condoms are evil because the church says so.
Evil Condom Guy.
But if you want a better explanation than that,
Well, they probably do, Evil Condom Guy. So let me explain what happened. I watched this video by you, Evil Condom Guy, in which you opine about God, the Catholic Church, sexual morality, sexual behavior, and of course these, straight from the bowels of hell, rascal-rapping demons. You also made some very bold claims in your video, Evil Condom Guy. Claims like these, for example.
sex is supposed to be between one man and one woman who are sacramentally united in matrimony. If you're using sex the way it was intended to be used, you never have to worry about viruses. Sex is unitive and procreative by its nature. Yes, it's fun. Yes, it feels good. The joy of sex is one of the fruits of our sexuality. The fruits of our sexuality aren't intended to be the root of our sexuality. It's the result of our sexuality.
Okay, Evil Condom Guy. That was a mouthful, so let's dissect what you just said there. Let's start with your third claim. The purpose of sex is so a married couple can unite and procreate. And according to you, the pleasure of sex is just the fruit, as you called it, the byproduct, if you will, of this endeavor. And since the purpose of sex is to procreate, then sex, by definition, according to you, must always entail intercourse and cannot be enjoyed without procreation as the goal of the act. In other words, the only time a married couple should enjoy each other sexually is when they are having intercourse, and the only time they should be having intercourse is when they want to have a baby. And I'm pretty sure I did not misunderstand you because you say it again.
Sex, as I said, is unitive and procreative by its nature. Using a condom not only changes its nature, but it conditions us to consistently misuse sexuality for something other than it was naturally intended.
Every time they have sexual intercourse, they have to have a baby.
But it's the same with us, Harry.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we've got 2 children, and we've had sexual intercourse twice.
The CDC recently released a study in which they report that there are 20 million new STI infections each and every year.
You know something, Evil Condom Guy? Whenever someone starts spewing out numbers, estimates, statistics, things of that nature, as evidence for an argument or a claim, many people are very trusting that the spewer, in this case you, is telling the truth. Not me. If something doesn't sound right, usually there's a reason for that. So I located your CDC report, along with some supplemental information, and I took a look. And guess what I found? You were telling the truth. Oh, but don't start praising the Virgin Mary just yet. Oh wait, that's a condom. If you are going to use information from the CDC in your video, it goes to follow that you trust the information put out by the CDC. And nowhere on their website do they, the guys with disease control and prevention in their name, say that the use of condoms leads to or promotes promiscuity, disease, or pregnancy. As a matter of fact, the lead author of the study you are quoting from, Dr. Catherine Satterwhite, who, unlike you, is an epidemiologist, goes on to endorse condom use because, unlike you, she bases her knowledge on science and factual studies, not the scribblings and rules of an institution founded on greed, control, and power, and that promotes fear and the belief in magic.
Condom use also has made little or no dent on the rate of accidental or unplanned pregnancies in the American culture. This is also substantiated by the CDC.
Shit. Okay, Evil Condom Guy, it is time to call a spade a spade. Hit it, twins.
Condom use also has made little or no dent on the rate of accidental or unplanned pregnancies in the American culture. This is also substantiated by the CDC.
Well, Evil Condom Guy, since you do not know me, there is at least one thing you should know about me. I do not take crap on face value, and you are, in fact, lying here. And unlike you, who makes assertions without providing any specific source to verify any of your verbal defecations, I am more than happy to provide links to my claims. Let's see what the CDC actually had to say about unintended pregnancies and condoms. Let's start here. This is a report released by the CDC in late 2012. It is based on studies done on intended and unintended pregnancies in the U.S. for almost a 30-year period from 1982 to 2010, and has had its data updated to reflect findings up through the end of 2012. This is a very, very long 28-page report, and I had to read the whole fucking thing just to make sure that you, evil condom guy, were indeed lying. If anybody is interested in reading this report, there is a link in the description box. But due to the brevity of this video, let me just cut to the chase of what this report had to say. First of all, the word condom is not even mentioned in this report. Secondly, and more importantly, the findings in the report show that almost 1 out of every 2 pregnancies in the U.S. is unintended. And thirdly, and most importantly, the number one reason for unintended pregnancies in the U.S. is not due to condom use, but instead due to women underestimating their risk of becoming pregnant and therefore not using contraceptives. And evil condom guy, when the CDC refers to contraceptives, what do you think one of those devices is that falls under that definition and is strongly recommended for use by the CDC? Oh, and evil condom guy, here's a little FYI about your little lie here. Unintended pregnancy rates are defined by just that, pregnancy. Non-pregnancies due to the use of condoms in the general population are just that, non-pregnancies, and are non-calculable and therefore are not calculated into the number of pregnancies reported by the CDC and are not reflected in unintended pregnancy figures put out by the CDC. So here's a challenge to you, Slick. If you are not lying here, give us all a link to that CDC page where they substantiate that the use of condoms does not reduce the chance of unwanted pregnancies, or the CDC's page that substantiates your direct quote here.
And because we think condoms are making us safe, we tend to do it more often, right? So condom use actually enables promiscuity.
Well, evil condom guy, now that is just batshit crazy. I have to tell you, evil condom guy, I looked and I could not find one single study done by any health organization that makes the claims that you just made. And these are just a few. I did, however, find one organization that backs your claim. Oh, and one more thing. If this is true...
And because we think condoms are making us safe, we tend to do it more often, right? So condom use actually enables promiscuity.
Then why is it, according to the National Institutes of Health, out of all the unintended pregnancies in the U.S. by women who claim a religious affiliation, the most unintended pregnancies are by, you guessed it, Catholic women? So you see, evil condom guy, it is not condoms that lead to unintended pregnancies. It is idiots like you who go leaping around disseminating your ignorance on human sexuality and globally recognized medical facts about condoms and STDs and convince women of your faith that your ignorance comes from your God and that your God does not want women to protect themselves against unwanted pregnancies and STDs. Talk about arrogance and ignorance all rolled into one obnoxious windbag.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, moans, gripes, complaints, come on over.
Because evil condom guy is more than happy to block anybody who doesn't agree with him or makes a comment that challenges his intelligence or, more importantly, his inflated ego. He blocked me for making a very simple summation of what he was saying in this video, and shortly after that, my PM box was alive and buzzing with PMs from others who also ended up on the other end of evil condom guy's itchy blocking finger. So, what did I say that got me blocked? Well, let me start with what he said. As I mentioned earlier, evil condom guy made a few absurd and rather scary claims in his video, and I strongly recommend that you view his original video to verify this. There will be a link in the description box below. Evil condom guy made, among others, this claim and this claim, to which I responded with this. And since evil condom guy blocked me and deleted my comment, I am unable to show you a screenshot of the original comment that I left on his channel. I did, however, take a screenshot of what Evil Condom Guy said to me when he blocked me, which was this. By the way, if you leave a comment after watching my video and you have been blocked by Evil Condom Guy, please start your comment with the word blocked. I am just curious. Oh, and hey, Evil Condom Guy, here's a little news flash for you, Sporty. It's pretty hard for people to get back to you when you block them, so don't ask, unless you are just doing it to be an asshole. Oh, and as far as you not holding your breath until I grow some glass, what, too soon?
I want you to sell me a condom. In fact, today I think I'll have a French tickler.